Well, hi everyone, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. So in this video series, we will be learning about the Primavera P6 software. So Primavera P6 is a very useful software that is being used throughout the world for the project management in the construction industry, also in other industries, but it is often used in construction industry. It is not very common in India, but still if you learn this software, I can guarantee that you will be having an edge over the other people in the industry. So this is how the home screen of Primavera P6 looks like. I have no project is now open. You can see that there are several projects that are given by default in this particular screen. You can see these I have made maintenance and construction and RBC, but this E&C, this energy services and several other projects are already installed in this particular software by default. So what is this green line E&C? What is this city center office building edition, which is in white color? What is this energy services energy in green color? So we'll be learning everything in this video. This is an introductory video where I'll be giving you the idea of what Primavera is and what all features it holds and what is the use of these options like file, edit, then you can see this bars, then you can see this columns and visualizer, time scale, filters, then this add button, this cross button, this resources, etc, etc. Okay, so please hold down and I can guarantee that you will be learning a lot in this video series. So see, this green thing, this is E&C, engineering and construction. So this is a project ID, E&C. This is the name of the enterprise. This green one is EPC. What is EPS? What is EPS now? Enterprise project structure. Now see, suppose there is a big company in your country, in whatever country you are residing. So in that particular country, that big company does several kinds of projects. Like it also does engineering construction project. It also manufactures. It also does the maintenance services. It also does the technology services. Okay, so for such a big company, these are different enterprises like engineering and construction. So all the projects related to engineering and the design of that particular, suppose there is a big hospital being constructed, there is a big bridge being constructed, highway being constructed, so all such projects will be coming under E&C, engineering and construction. This is just a name. You can specify whatever name you want for the EPS. Then another is energy services. Suppose there is some energy related construction going on or energy related services being provided by the company. So all the projects related to energy services will be coming under this particular EPS. So if this is one EPS. Similarly, suppose there is a technology services, then any project related to technology services will be coming under that EPS. So EPS is nothing but it is a categorization. It is a name which consists of a similar related kind of project. So I hope you are clear with the term EPS. EPS stands for Enterprise Project Structures. Now this white one which you can see, which when I'll click it will become blue. So this is a project. So you can see that Hetang Corporate Park, this EC00501, this is the ID that is assigned to this particular project, Hetang Corporate Park. And there are a total number of 71 activities and the actual duration is 169, whatever unit is in. And the total float is 0. So suppose you want to display other columns, and what you have to do is simply you have to go to this particular row and you have to click on right button. And you have to go to columns option and you can customize and you can choose whatever column you want to display and whatever column you want to hide. There are a number of columns that you can display, like you can display columns related to duration, like BL project duration, baseline project duration. What is it? I'll tell you in the coming videos. Remaining duration, variance, then earned value related things you can also add. Okay, and similarly you can also add some general features like by clicking on this plus, like added by, date added, etc, etc. Okay, suppose we want to add the number of activities related things. Suppose we want this actual completed, whatever it is. Then what we'll have to do is we will have to click on this and we will have to click on this. So now you can see that it will get added after you click on OK or apply. But now you suppose you want this to be displayed at the end of the column, so you can click on this bottom option. So it will get shifted wherever you want to, and after you click on OK, you can see that the changes have been applied and this particular column, actual completed activities, is now being displayed here. Now suppose we want to add multiple columns, then again we have to right click, columns, customize, and suppose we click on budget. We want several budget options to be displayed. So what we can do is we can click on the first column and then we can press shift button, and then we can click on the last column that we want, and then we can click on this. So this will add all these buttons, all these column options in the display bar, and then we can click on OK. But we don't want this, so I am just showing you for the trial purpose, so we can do them back. Okay, and also I do not want this, so we can display that back. Suppose you want all the columns, then you can click on this. Okay, and after that you can click on OK, but I'm not clicking on OK, I'm clicking on cancel. So I hope it is clear to you. Now see this one, this thing that you are seeing now, this is called as Gantt chart. So what is Gantt chart? Gantt chart is nothing but it displays the set of activities and through bars. Okay, like suppose we have not opened any project, so it is now recently showing the project details, like this project starts on 1st November 2010 and it ends on 3rd July 2013. So when I click on a project, when I'll open a project, then it will show the set of activities through these bars, which will be connected through the arrows. So basically it will be a network diagram in the form of bars with different colors. With critical activities will be in red, normal activities will be in green, and so on. Okay, now see this one, the above bar, which has several options. So let me open a project. How to open a project? You simply have to click on a particular project and you can open a project. See, when we'll start planning a project, we will have to create a new project, but since it has some default projects, so I am showing you the trial version. So we can simply click on this particular project and we can open the project through this option, open project. Now this project is opened. So you can see there are set of activities, like design and engineering is one part which has certain activities, and foundation is another part which has certain activities, and their structure, mechanical engineering system, electrical system, etc, etc. So this is the open project with several activities. So if you want to see the Gantt chart for this project, then you will have to simply double click here and it will be shown to you. Okay, so what is blue color, what is green color, that I'll show in a detailed video when I'll be discussing about this particular topic. Now see this bar. See this above bar, this file, edit, this is called as the menu part. Okay, the below part is called as the tools bar. These are the tools. Okay, the leftmost bar that you are seeing here is called as the directory bar, and the rightmost bar that you are seeing is called as the commands bar. The part that I am moving up and down, this part is called as the detailed view, which will show you this general things about any particular activity or any particular project. Okay, now see, coming to the tools bar. So this is a print, where you can print your screen, where you can print whatever you want. You want to the activities to be printed, you can print. You want the WBS work breakdown structure to be printed, you can print. This is a print preview. You can preview before printing. This is the table option. If you will click on this, then only the table part will be shown to you and the Gantt chart will get hidden. This is the Gantt chart, which if you will click on this, then the table along with the Gantt chart will be shown. Okay, now this is the activity network, where if you will click on this, then it will take you to the activity part. The activity network will be shown. See, this is one particular work breakdown structure which has certain activities. This is shown to you. Suppose if you will click on foundation, then foundation has certain activities. So this is showing you the activity diagram for the foundation. It is not clear, so you can simply click on the zoom in option in the tools bar and it will zoom it for you. Okay, so these are the certain activities in this particular foundation part, where begin building construction, then site preparation, excavation, and etc, etc. I hope it is clear to you. Then this is the activity usage spreadsheet. For any particular activity, how many resources it is utilizing, how much cost it is utilizing. So it will be showing you the activity usage spreadsheet in this below portion. Okay, similarly this is activity usage profile. So when you will click on this, it will show you through bars the usage of the activity. So this is resource usage, simply resource usage profile. This is tracing the logic, which will show you the activity network, and several other options are also available, like progress spotlight. We will be discussing in detail all these options in the coming videos. Okay, now let us jump back to the list of projects. So suppose if you want to add a new project, then what you will have to do is you will have to simply click on this plus button, then it will add a new project under the enterprise of CTM construction. Also you can choose whatever EPS you want to choose. Suppose you want the project to be under the maintenance EPS, then you can click on this and you can click on this green one and select. It will assign the maintenance EPS to that particular project. You can click on next, and you can assign a new ID to a project. You can assign the project name, and then you can click on next. Now you can assign the project planned start, like when have you planned to start this particular project, and if there is a deadline, that there is a constraint that this project should finish by this date, then you can also assign that. Then you can click on next. Then you can assign the responsible manager. Like now this is where the part of OBS comes. OBS means organizational breakdown structure. Through the assigning of OBS, I'll show you how to assign an OBS in the coming videos. Through the OBS, you can assign the roles, like who is responsible for this particular project, like who is the head of this particular project. So you can choose the head of this particular project by the OBS. First of all, you will have to create an OBS, like you will have to define what is maintenance department, then only you can choose this maintenance department. Suppose there is a particular manager, there is a head. So like suppose there is a construction head who will be assigned this particular project, then you will have to create an OBS wherein you will have to add this particular organizational breakdown structure of head, construction head, and then you will have to assign this construction head. Then you will have to click on next, and then you will have to define the rate type. What are the rates? So it is standard rate type often. So you can click on next, and then finally our project is created and it is finished. Okay. So now you can see that new project is created. Now you'll have to define the activities. Now you'll have to define the resources, roles, etc, etc. How you can do this, we'll be learning in the coming videos. So now coming on this directory bar. So you can see if you want to create a new project, then you can create through this option as well. Also alternatively, you can click on Ctrl+N. This is open. You want to open a project, you can click on Ctrl+O. You want to close all the projects that have been opened, then you can click on Ctrl+W, or you can also click on this option. Then this is the projects. You want to see the list of all the projects. It is already being displayed. You can click on this. You want to see the resources. You want to assign the resources. You can click on this. So see, these all are the resources which will be utilized during the complete project. Like there are some materials. Resources can be in any format. They can be in the format of labor, personnel, or they can be materials, equipment, etc, etc. Now suppose you want to see the reports. There are several reports associated with any particular project. So you can see the reports like the activity code values, OBS user security profiles. We'll be learning about this in the coming stages. Okay. Now suppose you want to track the project, then you can use the tracking option. Suppose you want to see the activities which are already being displayed, you can click on this activities green button. Then WBS, suppose you want to see what is WBS. WBS is nothing but the work breakdown structure. Any particular project will have a set of activities. These set of activities can be defined under the WBS. Let's see how. So this is the WBS. See, this is a new project, City Center Office Building Edition. Now it has several components like design and engineering part, then foundation part, then structure part, mechanical electrical system, exterior finishes, etc, etc. So this will be displayed through the WBS. It will show the work breakdown structure, like what all are the components of the project. Inside these components, like inside the foundation part, there will be certain activities which will be displayed in the activities part. You can see. Let me show you. See, this is the foundation. So in this foundation, you can see that there are set of activities. What all are the activities? These are begin the building construction, site preparation, etc, etc. So you can see all these activities inside this particular column. Okay, there is one more option which I forgot to tell you. This is the detailed view. Okay, this details. When you will click on this now, then the detailed option will be shown to you here. Okay, so moving to the other parts, and that is this is the WBS, and then this is the resource assignment, and then this is the WPS and documents. Several documents that are associated with your particular project will be shown when you will click on this WPS and documents. Like there are several design guidelines, then OSHA regulations. See, you need to upload all these documents to this Primavera, then only it will consider all these documents. So suppose there is a list of 100 and 1000 documents associated with any particular project. So if you want to see them anytime, then you can upload them and you can check out any document at any particular time. And then these are expenses. What are the expenses related to your project? Like suppose there is a crane, this is an equipment, what will be the cost? You can see the cost, description of that particular equipment, activity with which this equipment is associated to, the general things about this particular item. Also you can check the risk. What are risk is something that is associated with a particular activity. Like suppose if you are constructing a very large building, very huge building of 70 story building, then suppose you are constructing a wall at that particular 70th store, then it will have some risk associated with it. So you can define the category of the risk, you can also assign the status of the risk, then who owns this risk, then what is the duration that risk is applicable to. So everything I'll be discussing in detail in the coming part. So that's all about the introduction section, and that's all. Thank you.